Framer just released what might be the biggest update ever. For the last year, I've been waiting for AI agents to finally arrive inside Framer, and now they are here. In this video, I will show you how Framer can generate the entire website layouts from scratch, update the existing projects while following your design system, and this is the crazy part, connect directly to Cursor and Claude Code. By the end of this video, we'll even take my existing Next.js project and import it into Framer, including pages, components, and CMS content. So if you're designing and building websites in 2026, you need to see this. Hi, my name is Sergey and welcome to my channel. Here I talk about Figma, Framer, AI design tools, and vibe coding. So if you want to learn more, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and like the video if you like it. And now let's get started. Alright, so if you still don't have a Framer account yet, be sure to follow my link in the description below to register for free and follow along with me during this tutorial. Alright, so I opened my Framer and I started the new project, my cool new website. And as you can see, the interface of Framer changed a little bit with the Framer 3.0. And now we have settings, analytics, and CMS right here inside of this drop-down menu. And on the right panel, now we have the agents mode and the styles mode. So all the tools that we used to have when we were doing anything, like for example, this rectangle, we have in styles now. But now the most important thing is that we have the agents mode. And in the agents mode, we see different chats. So we can create a new chat here, or we can search for the previous chats and look at them. And also we have different models over here. We can use Sonnet, we can use ChatGPT, and we can use Opus. So for this demo, I'll be using ChatGPT 5.5. So let's start. In this new chat, I want to paste in the prompt, and the prompt is going to be to create a website for a yoga studio. It should include static pages, a home, about, contact, and CMS pages, programs, trainers, blog. Style is modern, soft, light, calm colors, a scheme with light, earthy tones, and call to action color is olive. A studio name is Yoga Studio. The target audience are young females under 35, business owners, top managers. All right, so let's see what we can get from this prompt inside of our Framer. This is super cool that we don't need to go anywhere right now. We don't need to go to some other external app to generate these. And as you can see, now what I like about this new update, that Framer asks me different questions to understand how it's going to work. So it asks me right now, should I build shared navigation footer and repeated cards as reusable system? Of course, yeah. So let's use reusable system. It may ask me something else, but let's wait. So we can see that it's working, it's thinking, and it's creating a design plan, which is super cool. And now we need to implement it. So now I'm running new prompt. So implement the plan. Now we should get some pages generated. All right, so we can see that it's generating CMS pages, so we can check them out already without waiting. So we can go to CMS and yeah, look at this. We have collections already. And the coolest thing right now is we can see the agent is still running. So I'm like going inside of my CMS, but the agent is still running and working. So I'm not interrupting the workflow. So we can see programs over here. And we can see trainers and we can see blog posts. This is super cool. So we're not getting any like template pages for the blog with flowers and stuff as we used to. Now this is real content. So let's go to program, for example, and let's check it out. Yeah, we can see that we have the correct slug, correct URL. We have the summary, level, duration, and images is not set. So we'll see how it's going to work with images. For trainers, let's check it out. And yeah, so it's pretty good as well. We don't have the image, but we can always add them later. In the canvas currently, we don't have any static pages yet, but we can see something is working over here. As far as I understand, we're getting some components. So let's check them out. Let's go to assets and let's go to project. Yes, exactly. We can see that we already have 4 components ready and we probably have some styles. Yeah, this is super cool. And let's check out the color styles. Also, we can see the olive. This is the call to action olive that I asked them to add. And we can see other like more muted and earthy tones over here. This is super cool. It uses the vector design system for all the icons, and it has the template layout over here. All right, so we can see that something is happening over here. Wow, this is so magical. Look, I'm just watching my monitor and I can see that the agent is working and it is building the design inside of my Framer project. So it's not somewhere outside, you know, like in Claude Code or something, right? It is right inside of my Framer project. This is super cool. Very important that it's not like in create some designs in Figma Make, then bring them to Figma and then export them using the plugin to Framer. It would take some, you know, time to do, but now you can do everything inside Framer, like without leaving the Framer interface. And this is super cool. This is what I really love about this update. Actually, I was waiting for it for so long. Let's see other pages. Okay, so we can see the other pages are being populated. We can see the programs. They already have the index page and the CMS detail page right here. We also have trainers and the blog. These are all CMS pages. Let's check them out. So we can go to the blog and we can see that it is working over here. Something is happening. You see like this blue thing. And for trainers, let's check it out. Okay, so we have the little, here should be like a picture, right? All right, so it's done. And we can see that it implemented some of the plan. We have different pages. Now they're pretty simple, right? But again, this is what we got in just basically one prompt and less than 10 minutes. So we got this structure. Now we can work on it, and by adding different prompts, by prompting like to add stuff. And here you can see that it actually asks us about the responsiveness of the website, because currently we can see the only one breakpoint for the desktop. So let's try to add responsive design. All right, so I'm prompting make it responsive. All right, so it's done finally, and we can see that now we have responsive design everywhere on all our pages. We can see them over here, so everything is super cool, nice. Of course, I understand that the design itself, like the layout, is super simple, but again, just think about it. It's all in Framer right now, and we don't need to do anything else. We don't need to like cut and paste and bring anything from like Figma or whatever. Everything is working here. And the coolest part about this is that we can even publish it right now. We can click publish. Yeah, and that's it. And now the website is live. You see, it's already on the web. It just saved me like several hours of work. I guess even like a day or something or two. Now, of course, we can upgrade it. Like we can add stuff. Like, for example, we can add some photography or something like that. We can add a new chat, and we can say add images from Unsplash to trainers. In meanwhile, while it's working, what I want to do, I want to just go to my layout and see how it works. So you see everything is in our layouts or stacks. This is super cool. And I want to check how the components are made up, and they look pretty good as well. Let's check out the other ones. For example, like this one. So we have the card. We don't have any hovers, for example, but again, we can do it manually, or we can, again, prompt it. The most important thing, the difference between making these things in Framer and, for example, in doing it in Claude Design, is that you can actually fix anything you want here manually, and you don't need to prompt, and you don't need to spend tokens on this, right? So this is a huge difference between Claude Design, for example, and Framer. So let's say that I want to go and change the footer over here. So I can like change the color of the footer to this one, and I don't need to spend tokens on that, right? So I just updated it because it's in Framer. So this is super cool. So let's go to trainers and let's see. Yep, now we have the images right here. So this is super cool. So it's already done that. And these are CMS pages. So we can go to CMS and let's check out them over here. So yeah, we have the image now. Let's click on it. We don't have the description, but again, it looks pretty cool. And one more thing is that you can always undo changes. So for example, you can click here on undo and click redo if you want to see how it was before and after. So this is a pretty cool thing. The only recommendation from me will be, if you're building something, you're prompting and building something, think of it as like different tasks. And for each task, it's better to create a new chat. This way you will save the context tokens, and it will be just easier for an agent to work, and it will save some time because every time you prompt something, the agent looks at the chat and analyzes it all over again. And this consumes energy and of course your tokens. All right, so another example is the real website. Actually, this is my studio's website. And here what I want to show you is how you can use agent mode in Framework 3.0 to update the existing project and to create some new things in it. First thing what I want to do here, I want to do some analyzing and ask the agent what it thinks about my SEO and AEO. All right, so analyze the website in terms of SEO, AEO. If you don't know what AEO means, check out my other video on my channel. Give me pros and cons on this, right? So here we can see the output right away. Let's make it larger, and we can see that it analyzes all the pages. So we have the strong pros. We have the pros first. So we have the strong service page coverage. So we have different page structure. So it's good keywording. So because we spent actually a lot of time on SEO for this website. To tell you the truth, this is the first time I'm using this. So I'm not like doing something prepared things or anything like that. So this is the first time I'm testing it. So that's why I'm inspired to see what kind of the answers it will give me. All right, so and high priority improvements. So these are the improvements it gives us. I'm interested actually in this thing. And also it says that we should strengthen the FAQ answers on the service pages with direct, consistent responses. All right, so let's do this. Let's try to expand the blog with high intent questions. So what I want to do, I'm just pasting this and writing it in the agent. And the first topic, I will just ask him to create a new page. So we have the blog over here. Let's create a new topic and let's do this. Expand blog AEO content around high intent questions. Create a new blog page on the topic agents in Framework 3.0, and I'm giving it a URL to this page where we can get the information about this update. Actually, what I want to do, I want to cut this and create a new chat, and I will just run it over here. And let's see how it's going to work. So it actually analyzes it. It will create a new page in the CMS. So let's go to CMS. Let's go to blog, and it should create a new CMS item. Yeah, here it is. Whoa, it's going live. This is super cool. Let's open it. Let's check out the, yeah, so we have the structure. It's the same structure as we have here. So let's see how it's going to work. Yeah, so it added an image, which is super nice again. The slug looks good. The date, everything is nice. This is the title. So we have the meta title as well and the meta description over here. And we have the text. All right, so yeah, it created the page and it's live. And one more bonus thing that I want to show you is that since this is a live website with a pro account, over here on the top, we can see a new feature in Framework 3.0. Which is called branches. This is very similar to the GitHub thing, which all developers use. And when I click on it, we can see over here the branch. This is the main branch where all the updates were made earlier. And here we can see a new branch, create a blog post. So basically this is a new branch from my new chat. And here we can see what changes were made. So this is super cool. In this case, I can like test some things. I can like, for example, create new designs for my homepage, and they will not override the current design, the current state of the website. We'll have them in a separate page. So this is super cool. This is like just like a duplicate of your work. This is like a save mode. And now that I understand that this looks good, so I like the article, I can click merge to main. And I can confirm, and now it is merging. And now I will update and go to my versions and click update, deploy. And now it's live. This is super cool. And let's check it out. And I can see the blog post is here live. And this is super cool that it uses the styles of my website, all the typography, all the styles, all the structure, Everything is here. It didn't add anything else, so we don't have any hallucinations that we're not adding any buttons or whatever. Let's do something else. Let's create a new chat. What I want to do, I want to create a new design layout of the home page in the design page, so over here. And I want to use the same styles from the project, so without adding any new styles. Make 4 variations. They all need to be different. All right, so we can see that it added a new design page over here, home layout exploration. Wow, really cool naming. And let's go inside and we can see that it prepared 4 frames. All right, so we have our 4 concept for our homepage, home screen redesign. And these are actually pretty interesting. Especially I like this one, and I kind of like this, how this looks for example, services section, not for the home, but for the services. And this one is pretty good for portfolio. So basically we can see that it is using the colors from my styles, which is really good as well. And it uses the black one. All right, so these are pretty cool. The only thing I noticed that it doesn't use the styles for the text style, so they're not linked. But again, I can like pick them from here. The styles, for example, I can see that it uses the correct font, and the sizes are pretty good as well. Like I kind of like the way it looks, but for some reason it didn't pull up the text styles. I don't know why that happened, but it's okay. You know, it's okay because we can always fix that. So this is another example of how you can use agents inside of your existing project and to update or to get some ideas, inspirations, and to explore new designs and new things for your website. And the most important thing, of course, are the branches, that we're getting everything into our new branch and we don't mess up with the real design layout that we have, the current design layout of the website right now. All right, and the last demo for today will be about external agents. And actually, this is my favorite part about this Framer 3.0 update. Let me show how it works because I'm super excited about it. And I was waiting for this like for so long. First of all, we need to link our external agent to Framer. So to do that, we need to go to this page, framer.com/agents/external, and pick your favorite external agent. It can be Codex, Claude Code, Gemini, or Cursor. My favorite one is Cursor, so I will just copy the prompt over here. This is actually a huge prompt, so it's not like some command line command or something like that. It is a prompt. After that, we need to go to our cursor. Let's open our cursor, and here you'll need to paste this prompt inside of your cursor and run it. It will install the skill for linking your Framer projects with a cursor. So basically it's only one-time thing. You just do it once and that's it. You don't need to do it every time you want to do something with a cursor or Claude Code and Framer. Since I already did this, so I installed the skill, now I can work with my Framer and my and Cursor. And this is super cool. So I will just do it like this. So I'll show you 2 windows. And this is a project that I built in Cursor, which is about movies calculator. You can search for how many movies you can watch in a different period of time. For example, in 6 months, if you watch only for 1 hour, and movies will be for 90 minutes. And here's like the answer for you, how many movies you can watch, and suggestions about movies. So you can watch 121 movie in 6 months if you watch 1 hour per day. Check it out. I'll be happy to hear your feedback about this project. But what we're interested in is actually this project is very SEO heavy. We have lots of pages here, like there are about 300 pages. And what I want to do, I want to try to export it to Framer. So basically I want to export this CMS to Framer and check it out how it works. This is my Next.js project, as you can see it over here, right? So it is not HTML, so web app. And what I want to do, I want to go to my Framer. This is my new project, so nothing is here. So CMS is empty, as you can see. I want to click invite, and I want to click copy. Since I already installed the Framer skill, I will just use and I will write Framer. So I'll pick Framer. All right, so create CMS collection with all directors here. And I just paste in the link, the invitation link to the project. And I'll use Composer 2.5 and I'll just run this prompt. Again, I already have the skill set up. So you need to set it up first, and then you can use this skill to link your Framer with Cursor or whatever you're using. As you can see, Cursor asks the permission to authorize the external agent. So I need to approve. So this is approved, and I can now close it. And now I can go back to my Cursor on the right and my Framer on the left. Oh wow, it just created all the director pages inside of my CMS. So these are not static pages, these are all CMS pages. And as you can see, they all have the fields. And this is super cool. We see the summary on the right in Cursor, and we can check out the information here. So it's done, and let's go back to our canvas. And of course, we don't have anything here because we didn't ask Cursor to do that. But this is super cool. This saved me, I don't know, several hours. So we can see the fields names over here. So this is super cool. And let's do something else. Let's add collection for actors and migrate data. So this is going to be my another prompt, and let's wait. So yeah, and now we have the actors here. Look at this. And we have 13 actors right inside of our Framer project, just moved and migrated from my Next.js web app via Cursor, and they're live inside of my Framer project. This is super cool. This saved me so much time, and it has the data, it has the name, the slug, everything is there. This is super nice. And what I can do now, I want to go to my canvas and I want to create a page for an actor, for example. All right, so let's migrate the actor design layout page and create a template. And the cool thing is that currently I'm using the tokens from my Cursor account, not the Framer one. All right, so this is pretty cool. All right, so we see the folder here already. And we have the actors. So let's check it out. Yep, so it's coming live. This is so cool. All right, so it finished. And we can see that the page is ready. So these are the actors, and this is the template, so we can actually like check it out. And let's see how it looks on the live website. So if we go to actors, let's go to Tom Cruise, and this looks something like this. And as you can see, it didn't add these things because these are pulled up to the website using API. So we're not getting them inside of our like structure. So this is a dynamic data. What we can do, we can actually import the API inside of our Framer project as well. So it's not going to be a problem. But the idea is that it actually recreated this top bar. And it looks pretty good. So basically it looks the same, which is super cool. You see, we don't have these things, but again, this can be added later. And we have the buttons. The buttons are right here as well. So this is pretty cool. As you can see, I recreated this page. We don't have of course, the responsive mode, but we can add it later. But the main idea is that I used my Cursor to import all the CMS data from my web app project inside of the CMS, and I got it all structured using all the fields, custom fields inside of my Framer CMS collections. So this is crazy. This is super cool, and saves hours of work. And the last thing that I want to show you today is just an example of how I've used this new feature of external agents and Framer. This is an example of a website that I built using Fable 5 in my recent video. You can check it out. The link will be somewhere on top right now. And the idea is that I wanted to try to export it actually to Framer and recreate it in Framer. And this is what I did. So I linked my Cursor to my Framer project. So I opened the project over here. And what what I did, I just used this prompt since I have like different samples, and this particular project is in sample 1. So I said Framer fully migrate, recreate sample 1 in project and Framer project over here, and I just sent the link. And as you can see, this was only one prompt, and this is the output that I got. So it took me, I don't know, about 2 minutes or 3 minutes to do. So this was the summary, and let's see the project in Framer. So this is the one that I got from my cursor, and as you can see, we have three breakpoints right away. We can see the assets, so we have the assets here. So it created actually a component, and the cool thing about this component is that we can even change the colors of it. So here we can change the background color, you see. So it added some features, which I of course didn't have in my web app. And let's see the preview, how it works. Again, remember, it was just one prompt of migrating the web app to Framer. Let's preview. Isn't that cool? This is super crazy. Look, so we have it inside of our Framer. We have the menu. Everything works perfectly. And we have the list and the spiral. So basically it recreated this project inside of my Framer. And now, since this is a component, I can even modify it. Let's say I wanted red, and this is how it looks with red background. Isn't that cool? I think it's crazy. And of course, you can always publish it. So you click publish button, and you get a fully working website in just seconds. So it's published in the Framer app domain. You can link a domain to it, and that's it. So this is the website on Framer, and this is the website on Versal. This is the web app, and this is the Framer project. And as you can see, I even have the cursor, the same one I had here. Isn't that cool? So after testing Framer 3.0, I don't think the biggest feature is AI website generation, because we've seen that before. There are a lot of AI tools that generate websites. The biggest shift, I believe, is that Framer is becoming a platform where multiple AI agents can collaborate with human designers and developers in the same workflow and interface. The built-in agents are useful, and the branching workflow is super smart and handy. But for me, the real game changer is connecting external agents like Cursor and Claude Code directly to Framer. So I'm really curious to see where it goes next, because this currently feels like a huge web design industry shift. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope now you will take your websites in Framer to the next level with external agents or internal ones. And thank you so much, Framer, for sponsoring this video and supporting my channel. And if you want to learn more about Framer AI vibe coding tools, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like the video if you like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.